What if I told you that some airports are so massive, they're literally bigger than entire cities? We're talking about places where you could get lost for hours, where the runways stretch beyond the horizon, and where more people pass through in a single day than live in most towns. Today, we're counting down the top 10 largest airports in the world. But here's the thing. Largest can mean different things. We're looking at total area, because when an airport covers more ground than Manhattan, you know it's something special. And hey, if you're as fascinated by these engineering marvels as I am, smash that subscribe button and let's dive into some seriously massive airports. Coming in at number 10, we have Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, covering 32.38 square kilometers. That's about 8,000 acres of French aviation excellence. What makes CDG special isn't just its size, it's the architecture. Terminal 2E looks like something from a sci-fi movie with its massive glass and steel curves. But here's a crazy fact. This airport is so big that it has its own postal code, its own train stations, and even its own chapel. With over 76 million passengers annually, it's not just large, it's busy. The airport is practically a small city, complete with hotels, shopping centers, and restaurants that never close. Number 9 takes us to the land of the pharaohs, Cairo International Airport, sprawling across 36.25 square kilometers of Egyptian desert. This airport is a perfect blend of ancient and modern. While you're walking through ultra-modern terminals, you're literally surrounded by thousands of years of history. The airport serves as the gateway to the pyramids, but it's impressive enough to be a destination itself. Here's what's mind-blowing. Cairo Airport doesn't just serve Egypt, it's the primary hub for all of Africa. Almost every major flight to or from the African continent passes through here. With 3 main terminals and a 4th under construction, this airport is only getting bigger. At number 8, we're heading to China's aviation jewel, Shanghai Pudong International Airport, covering an impressive 39.88 square kilometers. This isn't just an airport, it's a glimpse into the future. Pudong has the world's first commercial maglev train that reaches 430 kilometers per hour, getting you from the airport to downtown Shanghai in just 8 minutes. But here's the crazy part. This entire airport was built on reclaimed land from the sea. In just over 20 years, China transformed a mudflat into one of the world's most advanced airports. The engineering feat is staggering. They literally created new land to build this aviation masterpiece. Handling over 76 million passengers annually, Pudong proves that when China decides to build something, they don't mess around. Lucky number 7 brings us to the heart of Texas, George Bush Intercontinental Airport, covering 44.51 square kilometers of Lone Star State territory. Everything's bigger in Texas, and this airport proves it. Bush Intercontinental is surrounded by oil refineries and serves as the aviation gateway to America's energy capital. The airport is so large that it has its own police force, fire department, and even its own mayor. Here's a Texas-sized fact. The airport's runway system is so extensive that planes can take off and land simultaneously, in multiple directions, without interfering with each other. The maintenance hangars here are so big, you could fit several football fields inside each one. As United Airlines' second-largest hub, this airport connects Texas to more international destinations than almost anywhere else in America. Number 6 takes us back to China with Beijing Capital International Airport, spanning an enormous 54 square kilometers. Terminal 3 alone is an architectural marvel. It's the second-largest building in the world by floor area. Designed by Norman Foster, it looks like a dragon from above, which isn't a coincidence in Chinese culture. This airport was China's crown jewel during the 2008 Olympics, and they spared no expense. The construction cost was over $3.5 billion, but the result is breathtaking. The terminal has a color-coded system that changes from red to yellow to green as you walk through it, representing the traditional Chinese elements. Before the pandemic, this was the second busiest airport in the world, handling over 100 million passengers annually. That's more people than the entire population of most countries. At number 5, we're visiting the land of the rising sun, Tokyo Haneda Airport, covering 54.4 square kilometers of precision-engineered Japanese efficiency. Haneda isn't just large, it's perfect. This airport consistently ranks as one of the cleanest and most punctual in the world. The attention to detail is incredibly Japanese. Every surface gleams, every sign is perfectly placed, and the customer service is legendary. Here's something unique. Hanada's runways are built on artificial islands in Tokyo Bay. Watching planes take off and land here feels like they're floating on water. The engineering required to build stable runways on reclaimed land is absolutely incredible. Despite being ultra-modern, Haneda celebrates Japanese culture everywhere you look. There are traditional gardens, cultural exhibits, and even spots where you can experience a tea ceremony between flights. Number 4 is an American icon, Denver International Airport, covering a massive 135.7 square kilometers of Colorado landscape. Let me put this size in perspective. Denver International is larger than the cities of Boston, Miami, or San Francisco. You could fit 17 airports the size of LaGuardia inside Denver International. That iconic white tent roof isn't just for show. It's inspired by the Rocky Mountains and Native American teepees. But here's something wild. The airport is famous for conspiracy theories. Some people believe there are underground tunnels and secret bunkers beneath the airport. The airport has actually embraced these theories, adding playful references throughout the terminals. Denver was also home to one of the most expensive airport construction failures ever. An automated baggage system that cost $193 million and never worked properly. They eventually scrapped it, but the underground infrastructure remains, fueling even more conspiracy theories. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is Dubai International Airport. Covering 225 square kilometers of desert-turned aviation paradise, Dubai International isn't just an airport, it's a luxury destination. The duty-free shopping here generates over $2 billion annually, making it one of the most profitable retail spaces on Earth. You can buy everything from gold bars to sports cars in this airport. This airport was designed for the Super Jumbo era. It's one of the few airports that can efficiently handle multiple Airbus A380 South simultaneously. Emirates, based here, operates the largest A380 fleet in the world. Dubai International never sleeps. It's perfectly positioned geographically to connect Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia. Over 89 million passengers pass through here annually, making it one of the busiest international airports in the world. The luxury amenities are insane. There are spas, premium lounges larger than most hotel lobbies, and sleeping pods for passengers with long layovers. It's an airport where some people actually extend their layovers just to experience the facilities. Our runner-up at number 2 is the Titan of American Aviation, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, covering 300 square kilometers of Georgia. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Atlanta has been the world's busiest airport by passenger traffic for over 2 decades, handling over 110 million passengers annually. That's more than the population of many countries passing through one airport every single year. Atlanta's secret is its location and design. It's positioned perfectly to connect the East Coast to the West Coast and the North to the South. Delta's massive hub operations here make it possible to get from Atlanta to almost anywhere in the world with just one connection. The underground train system here is legendary. It's essentially a subway system just for the airport. The train announcements have become iconic. The next train to Concourse B will be arriving in 90 seconds. This airport is so important that it's essentially the economic engine of the entire Southeast United States. It generates over $63 billion in economic impact annually and employs over 300,000 people directly and indirectly. And finally, our number 1 largest airport in the world, King Fahd International Airport in Saudi Arabia, covering an absolutely mind-boggling 780 square kilometers. Let me blow your mind with this size comparison. King Fahd International Airport is larger than the countries of Singapore, Bahrain, or Malta. It's bigger than New York City. You could fit 87 airports the size of Heathrow inside this single airport complex. Here's what's crazy though. Most of this airport is empty desert. It was designed with massive expansion in mind, anticipating that Saudi Arabia would become a major aviation hub. The actual operational area is much smaller, but the potential for growth is unlimited. The terminal building itself is stunning, incorporating traditional Islamic architecture with modern functionality. There's a royal terminal exclusively for the Saudi royal family that's essentially a palace within the airport. Under Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan, this airport is set to become one of the world's major aviation hubs, connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. They're planning to utilize more of that vast space with additional terminals, cargo facilities, and even aviation manufacturing. While it might not have the passenger numbers of Atlanta or Dubai yet, King Fahd International Airport represents the ultimate in thinking big. When you have 780 square kilometers to work with, the sky really is the limit. Before we wrap up, let's give some love to our honorable mentions. Istanbul Airport is rapidly expanding and could crack this list soon. Madrid Barajas is massive and beautifully designed. And let's not forget about the future. China is building airports that will dwarf everything we've seen today. Here are some mind-blowing facts about large airports. If you walked around the perimeter of King Fahd International, you'd cover about 220 kilometers. That's like walking from London to Birmingham. The construction cost of these mega airports often exceeds the GDP of small countries, and Denver International Airport has its own zip code, area code, and is technically its own municipality. These airports represent the pinnacle of human engineering and ambition. They're not just transportation hubs, they're cities, economic engines, and gateways to the world. From the futuristic terminals of Asia to the vast desert expanses of Saudi Arabia, each one tells a story of human achievement. If this journey through the world's largest airports fascinated you as much as it did me, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible content about aviation, engineering, and the amazing structures that connect our world. Which airport surprised you the most? Have you been to any of these aviation giants? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our other videos about the world's most dangerous airports and the most beautiful airport architecture. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep flying.